Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to create an Arduino project using Tinkercad, and we are going to create a manual stabilizer which will warn you when the voltage rises above 4 volts. It will warn you using a piezo buzzer as well as a red light. So let's get started. So before we get started, let's just look at the materials that we require in Tinkercad. The first one is of course an Arduino Uno board. The second one is the breadboard. Third one is potentiometer. You need a piezo buzzer. A piezo buzzer is a passive buzzer and an RGB LED which can display R, G and B colors along with the combination of these three as well as the resistor. So let's see how a final circuit will look like. It will look something like this one. I'm just explaining this to you guys so that whenever my teacher watches this tutorial, I hope that I get really good marks for this. So let's get started. Let us go to the Tinkercad. I will create a new circuit. I will create a new circuit for you guys. Let's create a new circuit. Let's name it project. And let's import what I just told you. Breadboard, Arduino, a piezo buzzer. We are going to need resistors. We need an RGB LED. I'm looking for the potentiometer. Here it is. So first let us connect these elements. So first of all, let us create a positive rail. This goes to 5 volts and a negative rail. This goes to ground. The ground will be the green pin and this should be the red pin. And now we will just attach the left terminal of the potentiometer to the ground and the right one to the positive one. Now we will attach the wiper to an analog pin just so we can get an analog input through it. Let us attach it to A2. You can connect it to anyone and let's color it orange. The wires of the potentiometer are all orange. Now let us connect the piezo buzzer first. Let us say the resistance is 0.22 kilo ohm. Let us turn the resistor. Okay, that is fine. And now we will see that this one is the negative terminal. So it connects to the negative one. And this one is the positive terminal. Do not connect it to the positive rail. Instead, connect it to a digital pin on the Arduino board. Let us say we connect it to 10. And the wires of the piezo buzzer will be purple. Let us connect the RGB LED. So we are going to need a copy of this resistor, which will be the current limiting resistor in the RGB LED. We are going to copy it here, then copy it here once again. This is the cathode. So it connects to the negative, and let's say this is blue. The red one, let us connect the red one to the 13th pin This is the blue one. Let us connect the blue one to the 12th one. And now the green one is remaining. So connect it to the 11th one. So the connections are now done, and the whole idea is that when the knob is fully turned and the voltage is below 3, then the LED will glow green. When the voltage is between 3 to 4 volts, then the LED will glow blue. It will give you a slight warning. And when the voltage is above 4 volts, then the LED will glow red along with the sound of the buzzer. So it will let you know when over voltage is happening. Now it is time to code it, and let's go to the text mode. This was the text for blink command, but we need a different command now. Let us say my pin is pin number A2 because we connected it to it. A2 will receive the signal, which will work as the input, analog input. Let us say we have a float voltage 1. Let us say we have another float voltage V2. And now we will go to the setup, and here we will activate the pins which says pin mode my pin as an input. Now we need some more pin modes. So I will copy this and I will paste this. But the other pins will be output. Like the 13th pin will be an output. The 12th pin will be an output. Eleventh will be an output, as well as the 10th will be an output. Also, we need to use the serial monitor. So let's start the serial monitor by typing serial.begin, and the baud rate will be 9600. Baud rate will be the transfer rate of data. 9600 is just fine. Now let's go to the loop part of the coding, and in the loop part we are going to set up the conditions required for our output. So we will type in V1 is equals to analog read, and it will read from my pin. Now we need to convert V1 into a readable voltage. The analog read pin will read the voltage from 0 to 1023, but we need to convert it into 0 to 5 volts. And for doing that, I will use this calculation, which is 5.0 divided by 1023.0 multiplied by V1. So actually V1 is just getting the data and V2 is converting the same data into a readable voltage. And now we will type serial dot print, and we want a new line V2. So it will print out the voltage value, and I missed a bracket here. I will put that. And now we will go to the if else loop part. So we will see that if the voltage V2 is less than 3.0, then we need to turn on the green LED. Green LED was connected to the 11th pin. So I will type digital write 11 high, and all of the other LEDs, green is high but blue is low, and the red one is also low. This is low and this one is also low. And we do not need the buzzer yet. Now we will set up another condition if V2 is greater than or equal to 3.0, and along with that we need to check if V2 is less than 4 volts. Then we need to turn on the blue LED. The blue LED was connected to 12. Let me copy this snippet and I will paste this. It was connected to the 12th one will be high, 11th one will be low, and the 13th one will also be low. And now for the final condition, if we have V2 is greater than or equal to 4.0, then we need to sound the alarm as well as the turn on red LED. So the red LED was 13 and the other ones will be low. And now to turn on the piezo buzzer, we need to type in tone. We need to type in the pin. Pin was 10th one. We connected it to the 10th one. So that is why it is 10th. Look, the purple one is the pin for piezo and this is 10th. Then we will set the pitch and the duration. And then we need to set up a delay. The delay should be short so that it sounds like we are doing an alarm, a warning or an alarm. And now this should work. Let us see. The serial monitor shows 0 now. Now it is showing 0.5. Let us say take it to 1.7. And as you can see, the LED glows green right now. Let us take it below, above 3, 2.5, 2.7, and it is 3. This is 3.3. Let us wait and check. It is 3.3, 3.3 volts, and the LED glows blue. Let us go above that and let me 4.9. So the buzzer is sounding now. When I put the voltage above 4 volts, then the buzzer will sound. And when it is below 3, it is green, 3 to 4, it is blue, and then above 4, it sounds. So the last thing I want to talk about is the implementation of the circuit I just made. So there are capacitors and diodes which will explode or burn out after a certain voltage called as knee voltage. So the circuit can be used as a warning circuit inside a computer. It will be inside that computer as a small chip, and the alarm will sound whenever you try to turn the knob above 4 volts. And this is the implementation. I really hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you learned something. If you did, then please leave a like or subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one.